Today we are fixing a Kenmore oven, and what we're doing is replacing an oven sensor. This is the actual piece. This is made by Whirlpool, and let's see. I got this part from a company called Exact Replacement Parts. It's not factory certified parts that I usually get, and the part number is ERW10181986. And I'll add that in the description for you also. So what we're doing is our oven is running 25 to 40 degrees off, and generally you can just turn your temperature up a little higher to compensate for it, but you can't do that in the broil mode. And this oven only has one broil selection, not high and low, and it tops out at 500 degrees. So I'm only getting it at about 450, so I can't actually broil anything. And like a plate of bacon is taking, you know, a half an hour or more to cook. So let's show you how to do this repair. This back cover had actually two separate units that I've already taken off in advance, and there's just this back cover here to the top part, and then there's the lower cover here that covers up this terminal block. So that was the first one to come off, and then the bigger one. So on whichever oven you have, it can be in a different location. And this is literally a 2-minute job without the kids being around. So here it's anchored in, and then there's a plug that holds it together. So I'm going to disconnect the plug, and sometimes you need a little flathead screwdriver to coax that out. So I'll have to grab that. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and pull out these Phillips screws. And when pulling this out, you want to make sure that you pull it straight out. And when you put it back in, that you put it in the exact spot, because there's insulation here also. So you don't want to pull that out. Okay, with it out, I was able to just pull it and separate it. So here you see it. And new one. Just going to slide that right in. And I'm going to anchor it with my screws before I plug it in. And speaking of plugging in, you want to make sure that your oven is unplugged while you're doing this repair. This whole part online cost about $30, and I've had this oven for several months. So that's the actual repair part of it. We'll put the back cover on, and I'll show you that just so that you can see how it all goes back together when you open yours. I've got 4 screws on either side. This is a good 2-person job. You have a helper who can help hold it. My helper's keeping the kids quiet in the room right now. You've got 4 more. I'm sorry, 6 more. So this whole repair has been simply with a Phillips screwdriver. If you're unsure of your temperatures, you can get a oven temperature thermometer at the store. And let's see, we've got the bottom cover here. I've apparently kicked off one of my screws. This cover just goes into some little slots here on the back. But I think the oven thermometer actually costs about $6 maybe. So that's that. I've got another screw here floating around somewhere. So that's the whole cover. We'll plug that in. This is the actual oven with cleaning solution on top right now. If you have a glass top stove, I use this Easy Off original oven cleaner, and it cleans it up really well. So that's the repair. I hope it helps you.